There we go, there we go, there we go.
So I just catch my yawn in the beginning anyway.
Yeah, alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, this should be working. Should be working, hang on. Hang on 1 second. Alright, so I can hear Kevin, but a little bit. Let me try something. Let me put Kevin right. Trying to figure where to put you. Kevin, say something.
What's up?
Alright, so you're coming out the top. Let's do. Alright, let's try that. Alright, let's try that. Let's try that. Kevin, say something.
What's up, everyone?
Alright, hang on. I'm trying to get this audio right. I'm legitimately trying to get this audio right. Honestly, what I'm doing right now is probably better than the fucking pay-per-view tonight.
Yeah. 3.5 hours of my life I will never get back.
Alright, Kevin, you're probably gonna have to project. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to talk. You're probably gonna have to talk loud.
Okay.
Alright? Not scream, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just project my voice.
Or hang on.
I'm gonna go to your channel and see if I can hear myself.
Yeah, here we go. Alright, this should be good enough. This should be good enough. Again, I do apologize, guys. Kevin, go ahead, say something again.
What's up, everyone?
Hang on, guys.
Jay, and if you need the matches and the results, they're all up on my wrestling page.
I got you. Yeah, you should be good, you should be good, you should be good.
Okay.
Alright, guys, so what's up, everybody? It's your boy 21JT James here, aka JT, checking in. And let's try this intro again. 21JT James here, aka JT, checking in once again with, again, another pay-per-view review, with another... Honestly, this is not one of my favorite pay-per-views. It really isn't. This pay-per-view, it really isn't one of my favorite pay-per-views. I really do hate it. Like, I really do hate it with a burning passion. I mean, it takes out Elimination Chamber, which in my opinion, it's probably one of the most, it's probably one of the best ways to start a pay-per-view, or kick off the road to WrestleMania, and pretty much honestly, it's a great way. I mean, I don't know if it was the fact with the fatigue of the superstars. I mean, shit, Lesnar gets hit, he's recovered the next day. You know, so I don't know what's up with that. I got WWE man 316 with me, and honestly, Kevin, what'd you think of the pay-per-view, man?
Dude, you know, I've watched thousands of wrestling matches and pay-per-views over my 15 years of watching wrestling, and this was one of the hardest pay-per-views to have to be able to sit through. I was falling asleep very early on in the pay-per-view, and it was thank God you and I were on Skype for the entire time to keep each other up, else we both would have been sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I mean, probably the highlight of the night. It had to be later on in the night. Hey, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying the entire pay-per-view had me jumping out of my seat, but the triple threat was definitely something to watch. If you didn't watch it, again, you guys got to go back to the network and you got to watch that match. And you have to watch the Edge and Christian. You have to watch the Edge and Christian one, because the Edge and Christian segment with New Day, and you know, that was pretty cool. We'll seeing those two and hearing Schimmel one more time with the voice crack and everything. I mean, that was perfect. I mean, the Divas match, I mean, I'm not saying who's winning yet, but I'm just telling you guys what matches were actually pretty decent. I'm actually going to say that the Divas, his tag team match is pretty good. The Divas title match, that was boring as hell. 2 out of 3 falls match, I honestly, I got no opinion on that one.
Which one with Rio and Kalisto?
Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls. Honestly, I didn't see it, but I heard it was decent.
Well, I'll give you a quick rundown if you want.
Well, I mean, here, you want to start with that match? Because that was the first match, so.
That was the first match. It was on the pre-show.
Yep.
You could have watched it on YouTube or the network.
Yeah, I'll post the link to the YouTube video, to the YouTube stream in the description, guys. So if you want to watch it, you can put it down there. So.
This was about 30 minutes before the pay-per-view started. They had Del Rio win or get the first ball by they had Kalisto getting the first pinfall by Del Rio getting disqualified with a chair. And then they had Kalisto give up the second fall to Del Rio by pinfall, and then Del Rio ends up losing to Kalisto, and Kalisto retains the United States Championship. Not very memorable and not very easy to watch.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I mean, honestly, I'm starting to think that every 2 out of 3 falls match is starting to become the same. I mean, it really is ridiculous. It really is. I mean, the fact that pretty much it literally sometimes is repetitive. Like the first fall, someone gets disqualified or counted out. Second fall, whoever got disqualified or counted out, gets the pinfall, and then it's usually a third fall is like, I don't know.
Unless you have 2 top stars in the 2 out of 3 falls match, busting never has to put on a show. You know, going back to the Attitude Era, having Triple H and Stone Cold, The Rock, and Undertaker in those kind of matches, because they did face in those type of matches back in the day. Those were the ones that put asses in the seats. And watching the 2 out of 3 falls matches today is a whole lot more difficult than it was back then.
And as a matter of fact, for those of you who actually who are fans of like the Attitude Era and shit, it's not really. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't a 2 out of 3 falls match. It was a 3 stages of hell match.
knockdown, drag out, kick-ass fight.
Yeah, like, I mean, first of all, the first fall would have been like a normal match or something like that, but then you would spice it up, and like the third match would be something like, I don't know, like a first blood match or a table match or something.
Usually the way they went was they had a regular singles match to kick it off. They would bring down the steel cage for the second one, and then if needed, which was almost all the time, they would have a street fight.
That was most of the occasions, but I mean, sometimes they even mixed it up. I mean, one time they had it like, first match was like singles match, second match was like Extreme Rules match, and then they would have like an ambulance match at the end. And I mean, they'd mix it up back in the day, and it honestly, it was more entertaining than what we have currently going on, because currently what we got going on is just complete bullshit where pretty much you could get disqualified twice.
Pretty much.
But yeah, you know.
That was basically the kickoff show.
And you also,
to the pay-per-view.
yeah, and you had same people as the Rumble on the kickoff show or on the panel. Or whatever.
By the way, we also had a quick 5-minute Q&A with AJ Styles.
Yeah, but they always do that shit nowadays. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to pull up the chat.
I have it right in front of me.
I know. I pulled it up as well. But yeah, kicking off everything. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a pretty decent Divas match. The fact that this is Naomi's second Fastlane, and I believe she's the only Diva who's been on Fastlane twice. Bella's?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Nikki again? No. It was Nikki against... No.
Yeah.
No, Nikki. It was Nikki against Naomi last year. I remember it perfectly. You know how I remember it? Because they had Paige win a Battle Royal in her hometown of London, and she got hurt. So Naomi took the spot. So Naomi, the only Diva who's been to Fastlane twice competing. Brie has been there before, but she's never competed on Fastlane.
Right.
Which that match I'm gonna get to in a little bit. And I found that match complete bullshit, to be honest. And I'm honestly hoping that I'm not gonna spoil anything, but with whoever won, I hope they can continue what they were actually gonna do for WrestleMania, and I'll tell you what the original plan was and everything. So, and some of you actually might know what I'm talking about, because if you've seen my Raw results and reactions. But let's go ahead, let's kick this off. Let's kick it off. Kevin, I know what you want to kick it off with. You want to kick it off. I'm telling you right now, WWE showing that they got young talent coming in the Divas division.
Well, yeah, and Becky Lynch, for me, is very appealing and very fresh to watch.
You're just saying that because she looks like Lita.
Partially so.
I know you. Don't fucking bullshit that on me. I know you.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying these women are gonna be they're not gonna be Trish and Lita and Chyna and, you know, Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson. Yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna be those girls, but I'm honestly saying these girls definitely do have a future in WWE, and that they actually could last a while. And honestly, I'm waiting until, I'm gonna say after WrestleMania, and when they call up Bayley, because honestly, you got the four horse divas. It was because honestly, those were the four divas. And I'm gonna say along with Paige, but those were the four: Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, Bayley, who really revolutionized the Divas division down in NXT. And honestly, Kevin, I know you don't follow NXT that much, but if you ever get the chance to, Kev, watch NXT, you'll be surprised at what you see.
For the Divas or Superstars?
Both. Yeah, for both actually. For both, because to be honest, you got great talent down there. You got Finn Balor, you got
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe. Oh, Sami Zayn. I mean, hell, Kevin saw Sami Zayn for the first time at the Royal Rumble, and nothing but impressive, huh, Kev?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, nothing but impressive for Sami Zayn. I mean, and pretty much, who knows? Who knows?
Lasted 20 minutes in the Rumble, and for a rookie to do that,
It's impressive.
very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, at least, he's just lucky he wasn't Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, and Hardcore Holly. You know?
Giving him chop.
Yeah. Pretty much a la Daniel Puder back in, what was it, about 2007? No,
2005.
2005? Maybe I don't remember these rumbles. Sorry, guys. But yeah, these guys are actually showing that they got talent down in NXT, and that pretty much it's honestly it's gonna be a great division when Bayley gets called up and when actually people can do stuff. Next match was Intercontinental title.
IC belt, correct.
IC title, Owens against Ziggler. Not gonna lie, do I like the fact that Owens is Intercontinental Champion? No. Well, do I like the fact that he is? Kinda. No, yes, maybe. It's a flip-flop for me. It really is. I mean, I don't get it. Now, some of you are gonna post in the comments like, what the fuck do you mean you don't get it? Well, I mean, how is this gonna set up the storyline for Mania? Because honestly, I figured if you gave I get why you had Ambrose lose the title so somebody could defend it at Fastlane. But I mean, is Ambrose gonna win it back? Is he gonna invoke his rematch clause? Are we gonna have Ambrose versus Owens at Mania? Like, what's up with that? Because that was actually Owens' I think 4th rematch.
Maybe 5th. I can't even keep track. These belts, they bounce back and forth more than you can keep track nowadays.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not even changing them on pay-per-views, they're really changing them on the show. Always now. So if you guys want a title change, you're gonna have to wait till like the show or something like that. But rumor has it they're gonna have Roman Reigns win the WWE title at Mania. But
Mania.
Yeah, and that's because they don't. And I think that was something about like I gotta plug in my PS4 controller. And that's something about like I think they said about like marketing or something like that because they don't want Triple H to like go power hungry. Because honestly, if he holds that belt longer than WrestleMania, well, I honestly think then they're just pretty much playing out bullshit and pretty much they're not looking to defend the title every single month and having a fighting champion. And I honestly find that I'll get to that. We'll get to that later tonight. But yeah, Owens Ziggler. Honestly, it was a good match. Well, not good, decent match, like 5 out of 10. And I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why Owens is still the champion. I don't know if he's gonna lose it. I don't know if he's gonna keep it. I honestly thought that they were gonna have Ziggler win it tonight, but I guess not. I guess they fooled me. Yeah, and I get.
What's upsetting me is the fact that we have 42 days away from Mania. 6 weeks. And besides Triple H and Roman Reigns, plus a few other guys, Ziggler and Owens, there's basically no build-up for this Mania. And you're missing key components and key superstars. Cena, Rollins, Orton.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it like this. The one thing you gotta think about is, think about how fast Cena heals.
Yeah.
Cena heals, like, people will say that Cena's out for, like, 12 months, and he'll come back in 7. Or not even, he'll come back in, like, 6 months, or, like, literally, he'll make a 12, you know.
A 12-month process, half the time. Healing process.
Yeah, pretty much, it's just ridiculous. That's what Cena, I mean, I'm not going to say count Cena out for WrestleMania. I'm not going to say count John Cena out for... I'm not going to say, because they did say he was going to be on the shelf for like 4 or 6 months, so...
And, for those who are NASCAR fans, John Cena was in the pace car at the Daytona 500 this afternoon.
Yeah, so that means he's probably returned. Yeah, so that probably means that he's coming back sooner than everyone thought.
Right.
And honestly, I mean, the real question this brings up with Cena and everything is what's the story going to be with the U.S. Championship? Because Kalisto won. I mean, if you think about it, and you really do think about it, Cena's missing a title for the Grand Slam, for I think the Grand Slam Championships.
Which is?
Intercontinental title. What's up, Becky Lynch fan?
I think you're right.
Fastlane sucked tonight. Yeah, you can honestly say that again. And I mean, we were just talking about it. It's honestly, it's a bad pay-per-view in general. I mean, the past 2 years, I mean, last year it sucked. This year it sucked.
Yeah, but last year was a little bit better than...
Yeah, but don't you... Yeah, but you want to know the difference? It's between Elimination Chamber and Fastlane? Elimination Chamber will actually throw the belts up with Fastlane. It's like, oh, okay, champion take the night off. I mean, we really don't give a shit. I mean, Lesnar took the night off last year. And I mean, literally, it's the same friggin' thing. I mean, last year they had Reigns fighting, who the hell was it? For the #1 contender spot.
I don't remember, but it wasn't good.
Yeah,
Whoever it was. That's how you know it wasn't good. If you can't remember from a year ago something that happened, you know it wasn't good to begin with.
And to be honest, it actually got repetitive. And to be honest, this year it's repetitive. I mean, Reigns won again. He won another one. He won another #1 contenders match, and everyone's saying Ambrose should have won. And personally, I agree. I personally.
Ambrose's hometown, he had the advantage. He should have won.
Well, not necessarily his hometown, but I mean, like an hour or two drive or something like that from Cincinnati.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And I mean, you figure they would have at least had Ziggler win, maybe, because he was born and raised in Cleveland, but he lost. But I mean, now he resides in Hollywood, so I guess that's what they're thinking. Hollywood, Florida. That is, ladies and gentlemen. But I honestly, I'm losing track about this pay-per-view. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's how they're going at. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there might be some of you who found enjoyment in the pay-per-view tonight. I didn't. That's a fact.
Look, I can honestly say I've been a wrestling fan for over 15 years. I started watching when I was 5 years old. I turned 20 this month. And I can honestly say, once WrestleMania is over, I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be satisfied with taking a bit of a break from watching wrestling.
Honestly, I think you might be... I honestly think the only time that you're actually going to come back is when the pay-per-views are on and when I need someone to actually do these shows with me.
Yeah, I'll be back for the pay-per-views, but I'm saying I'm not going to sit there for 3 hours and watch Raw when it's the same stuff every week.
Do I think Becky Lynch will win the Divas Championship at WrestleMania 32? I'm gonna get to that. That's something I want to talk about all for tonight. That's something I do want to talk about out in terms of the Divas Championship match at WrestleMania. That's something I do want to talk about because I actually do think there's gonna be a legitimate match at WrestleMania for the Divas Championship.
Who asked that question?
Becky Lynch fan. Now.
Very good question.
Now, hang on. Now. What was I saying? I was saying, oh yeah, honestly, I've given up SmackDown, to be honest. Like, I'll watch the highlights, but I won't watch, like, the actual show, because I just can't see myself legitimately sitting through an episode of SmackDown. I really can't. Anymore, because it's gotten so repetitive, and it's gotten so fucking boring, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Stale.
Yeah, like, seriously. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. But yeah, the Owens...
Don't get me wrong, you know I'm a diehard fan. I'll be a diehard fan to the day I die, but, you know, when it gets repetitive, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, big time. I agree with you on that one. But no, pretty much Ziggler-Owens match, that got bullshitted out. I mean, people were chanting that this is awesome, and I mean, it was a good back and forth match, but I mean, technically sound and everything like that, it wasn't necessarily the best. I mean, once it got towards the end, everybody could tell Owens is winning. You know? Like, honestly, tonight was just really predictable. That's all it was. I don't know. Kevin, what was the next match?
Styles and Jericho.
Styles and Jericho? That was next?
Actually, I went in an order there. It was, what match did we just leave off at?
Owens and Ziggler.
Ryback and Kane against the Wyatts.
It was the... okay. This, okay. This, decent. Like, legitimately decent. Like, legitimately a decent match on Raw. And honestly, well, not even Raw. A legitimate match on a WWE pay-per-view. Featuring WWE big guys, pun intended. And honestly, for the first time ever, it was actually decent. It was decent this time, because you actually had big men showing off their power. And I mean, honestly, I'm proud to say that it was, I'm going to say 3 seasoned veterans, because we seem to forget, Ryback's been here since Tough Enough in about 2005.
2004.
2004?
You're close.
Oh, and Becky Lynch fan, I'll probably go to your Twitter after Raw, or after the review, so... Oh.
Yeah, I'll follow you too, Becky Lynch fan.
But still... Oh, you had Ryback, who's been here since 2004, Big Show, and Kane. Kane, who's been here since 1999.
Kane's been there since...
99 or 96. It was Bad Blood.
Isaac Yankum, so I'm going to say...
Isaac Yankum?
Maybe 94. But if you're talking about Kane, 97.
97? Alright. And Big Show has been there since 99, 2000.
Yep. And before that, he was in WCW. But not a lot of people know about that.
Yeah, so, I mean, literally, you got a lot of things going on with WCW and these guys, and they're honestly showing what power that they had and that they still got it. And honestly, you're also showing off some young talent and some young, prospects. And honestly, you're showing some big guys with some agility. I mean, Luke Harper. Harper, who honestly just about every time he's a beast. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not a big Wyatt family, but I will admit, Harper, he's a beast. He's slowly becoming it. Eric Rowan, not the best in experience, and obviously not the best Wyatt family member. And Strowman, who's just a straight powerhouse. I didn't see Wyatt get wrestling tonight. I heard something about he got hurt or something, but I mean, I don't see that happen. I don't really think he got hurt because I didn't see him in a cat. I didn't see him wrapped or anything. But and he did get physical, so I mean, he probably wasn't hurt. He probably shook it off. But honestly, it's ridiculous how these guys can, how they pretty much they say, oh, my night's done or whatever, or it's ridiculous. It's how WWE's playing off the let's go. And honestly, well, I shouldn't say playing it off. I don't know what's gonna happen with these guys for Mania, and honestly, am I gonna say I'm gonna see an Undertaker Wyatt match 3? No, I don't see it. I really don't. Undertaker's already up 2-0, so I doubt you guys would see a third match between those two. Kevin, what did you think of the match tonight?
Between Big Show, Ryback, Kane, and Wyatt?
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, you got a lot of young guns, and, you got veterans like Kane and Show and Ryback that are show them, how things are supposed to be done, and when it's their time to shine, I think, that training from those veterans is what's going to be beneficial for them in their future.
Yeah, and pretty much, I mean, people have been tweeting me, they've been messaging me, they've been like, push Wyatt, push Bray. Honestly, I think the time you push him is when you finally decide, alright, take the training with her. And I honestly think that's when WWE is really going to push him. I mean, in terms of WrestleMania, maybe they get a 5th guy, like, I don't know, rumor had it that Lesnar was going to do something against Bray Wyatt, so... But I don't see Brock Lesnar in a tag team match. I
got to bring this point up.
Huh?
Everybody's saying they want to see Wyatt get pushed, right? Everybody's saying that they want to see Wyatt get the push that he deserves. One problem, the thing that's holding him back from that, is he doesn't get in the ring very much.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, you don't know what kind of moves he has.
Well, I mean, but when he does get in the ring, you gotta admit, his moveset is pretty impressive.
Right, but I'm saying he's probably got more than what we know about.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Alright. Up next, I think you actually did say it.
What?
Next match was...
AJ and Jericho?
Yeah, was it AJ and Jericho?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, alright, let's go with that one. AJ and Jericho. I'm glad AJ's back. I really am. Well, I'm glad AJ's in WWE. I really am. And because it's bringing me back to ROH days. It's bringing me back to...
TNA.
Yeah. It's bringing me back. And I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Think about AJ and Jericho. Honestly, obviously, show of respect. Like from Jericho, I mean, what do you guys think? Kevin, people who are watching this, what do you guys think? Like, do we see a Jericho versus Styles 4 at Mania? Like, do we see that, or do we see something else with Styles, something else with Jericho?
That's a good question. And I'm starting to really gravitate towards this feud. Now, if WWE was smart, they would book it as a best of 7 series.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
how you feel about that, but go off for that. Let me see what you got.
Yeah, but it's pretty much a case of a matter of like WWE rarely does that anymore. I mean, even if they do it with like Triple H, or they'll do it with Rollins, or like they'll do it with the guys who are part of the authority, and pretty much the guys who actually will kiss corporate's ass.
Yeah.
I'm in. You see it at WrestleMania. Is that my friend talking? Yes, it is. It is my friend talking, Becky Lynch fan. And I honestly, I can see this as a WrestleMania match. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, if this match does happen at Mania, who would you guys have? Kevin, I'm gonna start with you, because I know the stream's a little bit in delay. Hey, so once you guys hear this question, and type your answer. Who do you guys would think would win AJ Styles versus Jericho 4? Kevin, who do you think? I personally, I got Jericho. I actually no. If they have a match on like SmackDown or something like that, I honestly think I think Styles will go for the match on Mania. If not,
I would say Jericho this time, because he kind of put AJ over tonight. So if they did book another, or as you said, AJ and Jericho 4, definitely I would see Jericho winning this one. And again, it's all to build up a feud more.
Yeah, I hear you. Becky Lynch fan, Kevin does have a Twitter. It's Lita Lover 2004. Yeah, his Twitter name is Lita Lover 2004, right, Kev?
Yeah.
But he's barely on that. But if you do, another thing that you could go to you. All right, you want me to tell him your Facebook page too, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, you can also follow him like for wrestling and all that. Most of his wrestling information. Kevin M. Brew. That's where you can add him, and he'll share a lot with you.
Can you put links in the what do you call it?
Yeah, I'll put links in the description. You want me to do that now, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Meanwhile, while I'm doing that, Kevin. I don't know. One sec, guys. Kevin, I don't know what you want to talk about, man. I mean, it's your call. You're on the clock. You want to talk about the? You want to talk about this AJ versus Jericho 4?
And it brings me to with this AJ Jericho thing. Jericho has been in wrestling longer than AJ has, but AJ has been in different companies that offer different styles of wrestling. So I'm thinking, because AJ has been in different companies with different styles of wrestling, maybe he can, bring some different moves to the roster. And we'll go from there. I mean, it's hard to talk about him right now because he's not doing many things as in like promos right now or anything like that, but it's gonna get easier as time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I do hear you on that one. I mean, I can definitely, I can definitely vouch you on that one. I mean, I really can see something like that happening. Becky Lynch fan, Kevin is not the one who met at, he's not the one that met at Lita. I know, Becky Lynch. Yeah, he didn't meet Becky Lynch, but he did meet a bevy of superstars. I will tell you that.
I've met about 100 superstars over 10 years.
Yeah, if I can get my buddy on the stream who met at Becky Lynch, I definitely will bring him on. And
I'm on right now.
Huh?
I'm on right now.
What, that met Becky Lynch?
No, I'm on the stream right now.
Oh, you're on the stream right now?
Yeah, aren't I?
Yeah, you're on the stream, but I'm talking like the guy who met... One of my buddies actually did meet Becky Lynch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hang on. Lita Lover. Yeah, I'm posting Kevin's Twitter up on... Well, I'm posting his Facebook up too. Yeah, link to... Hang on. Kevin's Facebook is down in the description. And if you guys want to follow him.
Now, guys, with Twitter, I don't tweet too much, but when I do, just know it's something of significance. I'm not one of those people that tweet every 5 minutes, and I just find it to be ridiculous. So if it's something of importance, just know I'll tweet about it.
Yeah, and if you guys, those of you who want to if you guys want to know whenever I go live, Twitter's probably the best way because it always sends out a tweet when I go live on YouTube. So Twitter's definitely the best way to follow me. But yeah, I definitely want to hear what you guys. What is my buddy Kevin's Twitter? I'm posting the link to that in the description right now. But yeah, I want to hear. I honestly want to hear what you guys have to say about a potential AJ versus Jericho 4. Or yeah, AJ versus Jericho 4. Like, what would you guys think of that? Like, at Mania, if this happens for a 4th time, what would you guys think of it? Would you think it would be
for it, you know that.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people would be for it, but I mean, like, serious, what would you guys say about it? Lover 2004. Let me see if that gets me anywhere. Yeah, leave this page.
You still can't find me on Twitter?
No, I got you.
Oh. Okay, you know my Twitter by now, jeez.
I know everyone's Twitter. Alright, there you go, guys. Kevin's Twitter is in the description, so there you go. Oh, I'll toss mine in there after the show. Oh, but yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I can honestly, I can see AJ versus Jericho 4 happening. I can see a lot. Honestly, like I said, I can see a lot happening with this rivalry. I can see a lot taking place with the rivalry as well. Well, I mean, it's a hot rivalry. I mean, a lot of people are getting into it. As Kevin said, a young gun in AJ Styles taking on a veteran in a Jericho. I mean, that's probably what the upside to all this was.
It's just fresh and it's very entertaining to watch.
Becky Lynch fan, which buddy are you talking about? If you're asking me about Kevin's, it's in the description. If you're asking about my buddy who met Becky Lynch, he does not have a Twitter yet, but we're pushing him to get one.
Who is that, Antonio?
No, not Antonio. He's an old buddy of mine, so.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Alright, next match or segment, what was it, a match or was it the segment?
They moved to the, oh god, what was it?
Was
Curtis
it? What?
So in R-Truth thing, which was a total waste of time.
No, I think you're skipping on me.
Wait, I gotta go to my page, hold on.
Man, I got you. You're skipping on me. You're skipping on me. I know that for a fact. Yeah, you skipped big time on me.
What I skip? Oh shit. The Davis thing.
Yeah, you had it right. All right, this is the part of the show. All right, folks. If you know me, this is the part of the show where I take over and I rant. Like, no offense, Kevin, but this is where I rant.
I got you.
Now, let me tell you guys how everything was supposed to happen. This is how everything was supposed to happen, how WWE had it set up, and they fucked it up. Now, let me tell you how it was supposed to go. It was supposed to go Charlotte versus Sasha. That feud was supposed to build up till Fastlane. And then it was supposed to be Charlotte against Sasha tonight. Charlotte won. When Becky comes out, attacks both, a la Royal Rumble, but in reverse, Sasha's facing Charlotte. Becky's attacking both of them. And that's to push. That's to push both of them. Now, the way they fucked it up is quite simple. Well, they absolutely had to have Brie Bella beat. They had to have Brie Bella beat Charlotte. Now, this is before Daniel Bryan retired. This is before anything happened, and it was because of a stupid comment that was said on Raw by Michael Cole. Well, this probably puts Brie Bella in the title hunt. It's not how it was supposed to go. Oh, and that comment was never supposed to be said.
Wait, I'm lost here. What's going on?
I'm flashing this back all the way to Raw when Brie Bella first took on Charlotte. Right?
Oh, you mean the thing with her brother?
What do you mean?
With her dead brother.
Charlotte's brother isn't dead.
One of them is Reed Flair.
Well, whatever. But no, I'm talking about how pretty much WWE and everyone's saying the same fucking story. And let me tell you, it's not because Bryan retired. That has nothing to do with it. Because if that was what everything had to do with it, Brie would have won tonight. Alright? If WWE knew the night after the Royal Rumble that Daniel Bryan's going to be retiring, because anybody could have predicted, because nobody, absolutely no one could have predicted that Daniel Bryan was retiring, because we had no idea where the hell he was or what he was doing, if he was recovering or not. Nobody had a clue as to Daniel Bryan's retiring after the Royal Rumble. Oh, and they pretty much, I honestly, do I think that they're using this is to build it up? No. But it's ridiculous how they are. Or how they're bringing back like this fucking rivalry. Yeah, Neil. Oh, hold up. What's good? A little bit, I'm live.
Shit, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
What's that?
Back there?
Nah, I'll just see you later, man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, I'll talk to you now.
I didn't know you were alive.
Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. But back to what I was saying about this shit with the Divas division and everything. It's ridiculous. It really is. It really is ridiculous. Is how all of this comes about and how, pretty much they turn around and they're like, oh, Brie won, so now we have the right reason to give her a Divas title match because Total Divas is back on and everything like that. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why they do this stuff when Total Divas comes on. They're like, fuck every other rivalry that's going on, back to what Total Divas are about. Oh, and that's what I hated about Total Divas, was when Nikki Bella won the Divas title, because they were going to do something to make her the longest reigning Divas champion. They were like, oh, no. Well, we'll tease everybody about it. And they're like, and honestly, the fact that on the last episode of Total Divas, was pretty much they said they had the reactions and stuff like that to Nikki winning it, and everybody knew, was like, oh, that is so good. No respect for the NXT Divas who pretty much put on a better show than half of those Divas who are never on Monday Night Raw. The only one that's consistently on Raw is in fact Paige. And you gotta think, this reality show wouldn't be happening if the Bellas didn't get rehired. Heard it wouldn't be happening. And it really wouldn't. And it's ridiculous. I mean, they shouldn't WWE is fucking with this rivalry, and they shouldn't. Now, I personally was rooting for Charlotte tonight. Reason being, this is the match that I want to see at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas for the Divas title. I want to see it. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks, triple threat, Divas Championship match, blows the roof off, screw everybody else, showing WWE that these divas are better and that they'll bust their ass and they'll be out there every fucking night for a Divas title match. And they'll show that they'll be there every night. And like I said, when what's her name? When Bayley gets called up, it's gonna get better, folks. Folks, I'm telling you. Because it's young talent. Right now, I don't need Brie Bella in this shit. I don't need Natalya in this shit. I don't need... Alright, maybe give Paige an opportunity. Maybe. But it's ridiculous. It really is, guys. Kevin, what do you think, man?
I'm letting you have the floor right now, but you're fired up.
Well, I mean, I got every reason to be. I mean...
Go ahead. Do whatever you feel like.
Well, I mean, it's ridiculous. Because right now, the feud was set up perfectly, and WWE just screwed it up. They screwed it up. And everyone's saying it's because... And like I said, everyone's saying it's because of Daniel's retirement. No, I can legitimately tell you that the storyline was supposed to be this. It was supposed to be Charlotte against Becky at the Rumble. Yes. Charlotte against Sasha leading up to Fastlane, and at Fastlane, Charlotte versus Sasha. Then, pretty much the two attacks. Sasha attacking Charlotte and Becky at Rumble. Then tonight, Becky's supposed to attack Charlotte and Sasha at Fastlane. Then leading up the 6 weeks to WrestleMania, boom. Honestly, I don't know if WWE is going to be confused about it. I don't know if WWE has no idea what they're going to do. Or the smart thing to do is have those three divas perform on the grand stage because they got talent. They really do. But I don't know, guys. I just don't know anymore. Kevin, next match.
Where did we just leave off? The women's cup?
Yeah, the Divas title, if you want to call it that.
Okay. Then we move to the Curtis Axel R-Truth 5-second match.
Not to be confused with the 5-second pose, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Alright, first off, we obviously know why the segment happened. Or no, we obviously know why... Wait, which one was it? Hang on.
I'm looking right at it.
Kevin. It was Edge and Christian, and then Axel and Truth.
I'm getting my shit confused now because I'm getting tired. Because this pay-per-view just sucked balls.
Yeah, I hear you. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. Let's go here. Let's just talk. Here, let's go ahead and let's talk about the reasoning behind this match. Let's talk this reasoning behind the match. It's quite obvious. Goldust wants Truth to be his partner. I honestly love the fact that they're doing all these segments, and I love the fact that all this stuff between Truth and Goldust is happening. Do I think they're doing a little bit too much with the social outcasts? Kinda. They're overdoing it. Like they're having them go on a win streak, and I don't think they're gonna win any titles anytime soon. But you never know, you know. Kevin, and honestly, if you ask me, do I think the title match should go on? Do I think the title match should happen? Do I think that at the what's it called? Do I think the tag team of Gold Truth and Golden Truth should go on? Yeah, I think it'd be an interesting duo. Do I think they win the tag titles? Anything's possible in WWE. Kane and Daniel Bryan won the tag title. for shit.
Becky Lynch fan. Have I met Becky Lynch yet? No, but I would like to.
Kevin, floor is yours on this one, man.
What you got?
Truth and Goldust as a tag team in this match.
I don't want to sound racist here, but what is it with Goldust wanting African American partners?
Now, if I get flagged for that, I'm kicking your ass.
You're not. Because I put it in a nice way. And no, I'm not racist at all, but if you look at Goldust's partners, you have Booker T, you have, he was partners with Stevie Ray in WCW as Dustin Rhodes before he even was Goldust. Now he wants to be partners with R-Truth. No, I am not a racist person, but it's just a little bit weird to me.
I think that's probably just his character or something like that. To be honest. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can understand. Sorry for cutting you off, man, but I can understand why Goldust would want to be, with the tag team specialist. I mean, the guy is in fact a tag team specialist. I mean, you look at him. Just about every partner he's been with, he's won the tag team title.
Well, that's true, especially in TNA as Kay Coy.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. He got he won it with Booker T, Stevie Ray. He won it with. I'm pretty sure. Did he team up with? I mean, who else did he team up with?
Goldust?
Yeah, I mean his brother twice.
Cody?
Yeah, twice. Who else?
Let me see. Cody?
I mean, he's got to be like what, a 7-time tag team champion or something?
Cody, Booker, Stevie Ray, which shockingly, Stevie Ray and Booker T are related. Oh man, that's the only three I can think of right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think he's like what, a 7-time tag team champion?
Maybe not that many, but I know he definitely wants some tag team titles. Let me look it up while I have it.
Yeah, I really do think that Goldust could win another tag team title with,
he teamed with his dad.
They win a title? I think they did.
Huh?
I think they won a title, did they?
I think so.
It might have been a short reign. I don't remember.
Let me see. I'm gonna Google it now. Hold on.
Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing Goldust with another tag title. Becky Lynch fan? No, he did not. I can vouch for him on that one. He has met Lita twice.
And Trish.
Trish once, Lita twice.
That's right. Oh, okay. Here's some pictures of Goldust's tag team partners. Hold on. He's teamed with Scott Steiner.
They win a tag title?
He's teamed with Cody Rhodes, but yes, they have won a title. He's teamed with Booker.
Twice. They obviously won a title.
His dad Dustin.
I think they won a title.
Yeah.
So I'll put him down for 4. Stevie Ray, that's 5. That's all I can think of right now. So about a 5-time tag team champion. So I wouldn't mind seeing Goldust become a 6-time tag team champion.
He's teamed with the Godfather, but they never won a belt.
Goldust and the Godfather. That'd be interesting. That must have been interesting.
With the Golden Nuggets.
That must have been interesting. Alright, up next, 2 guys who I think are on the network now still, if not later.
Show's over already, I watched it.
Show's over already? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Edge and Christian, I'm not gonna lie, I think they could be in a match at WrestleMania 32. They look great.
They look great, but again, with Edge's neck problems, that would be impossible for Edge, but maybe not Christian.
I mean, I think Christian retired. I'm not too sure on that one. I think they're just doing like in-ring segments. So I'm not sure on that one. Alright, first question that I'm gonna squash. No. Is New Day heels? Is New Day a face? Did they turn them face? No. They didn't. If they did, I'm gonna shoot my... If they did, I'm running. Well, no, I'm already... You get the idea. I'm doing something impossible. Well, do they have... Second thing, is a feud gonna start between League of Nations and New Day? Maybe. Maybe. It just might. It just might start up. Hey, Kevin, what do you think on that one?
What was the question?
Do you think a rivalry is going to start between League of Nations and New Day? If so, what's the rivalry?
League of Nations and New Day. Two horrible factions. I don't know. I really have no clue.
The first time in his life, Kevin stumped on a wrestling.
And I don't get stumped very often.
Babe. Yeah, I can vouch for that. He doesn't get stumped very often, but I mean, you never know. I mean, could this be a good rivalry, a bad rivalry, a WrestleMania rivalry? I don't know. I can't tell you guys. Is that because that's something I don't know. Oh, I got that playing in my head.
Hey, Becky Lynch fan, if you want, I can tweet you some pictures of me with the wrestlers.
But yeah, I don't see a problem with this at all. I mean,
besides the fact that both teams are horrible.
Yeah.
See, that's what bothers me. You have talents like Kofi Kingston, talents like Big E, and yes, he is actually a very trained singles wrestler, but with just being in this faction is just ruining his career.
It's ruining
and same thing with Kofi.
It's ruining everyone's career. It really is. It's ruining everyone else's career. You're in the group. I mean, Xavier Woods, we all know he sucks. Without this group, he'd be nothing. He'd be fired.
He's a jobber.
Kofi Kingston could probably be winning another Intercontinental Championship by now. Big E, he might be winning a United States title by now. But nope, they gotta put him in this fucking faction or whatever and be like, oh, here you go. Stupid. It really is. But you never know. You really never know. I mean, the crowd after WrestleMania is gonna be what the hype is.
Becky Lynch fans asking for my Twitter name again.
Becky Lynch, I put it in the description. I put it in the description. Why, did she message you with it, or?
I don't know. I followed, if it's a she, I followed her on Twitter.
Most likely is. Wow, we've been going for an hour on this.
I followed you on Twitter, so if you need anything, tweet me and I'll help you out.
Yeah, alright, so next up, and lastly, before we cut it all out, Kevin's gonna riot. I know this for a fact. Last match, and I'm gonna give the floor to... And for the start of this match, I'm not just because I want to get a sip of water, but I'm gonna leave. But because Kevin is gonna rant on this shit.
I not necessarily rant, it's just more of disappointment and wanting to see things done right.
Yeah, so Kevin, WWE man, floor's yours. Reigns, Ambrose, Lesnar. And Kevin, you know the rules of this channel. As long as you don't show any nudity or get me something that's gonna get a copyright, I don't give a shit.
Alright.
Floor's yours.
Great match. Bad ending. That's the way I'm gonna start this off. It was a great match. Had great pace, good action, good flow to it. Had the crowd popping at some point. Just a very bad and poorly decided ending. Now, I know there's a bunch of Roman Reigns fans that watch JT's podcast. I have no problem with Roman Reigns fans. I have no problem with Brock Lesnar's fans. Or even Dean Ambrose. I'm a Dean Ambrose fan myself. I was hoping that Dean Ambrose was going to win tonight, but wasn't the case. Roman ended up winning. You know, I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, and almost anybody who knows me knows that. Alright. This guy has been in the company. Excuse me. This guy's been in the company for over 2 years. Almost going on 3 years now. Still needs work on his mic skills. Still needs work in the ring. His moveset is very stale. Needs improvement on, just a bunch of things. It's not one singular thing. It's everything combined this guy needs work on. And I don't understand why fans get behind him so much. And it bothers me because there's so many other superstars that are worthy of holding this World Heavyweight Championship, but yet they push Roman every freaking pay-per-view, and it just bothers the hell out of me. You got guys like Kalisto that are holding the U.S. title. Move him up to something bigger. See what it evolves into and take it from there. You don't necessarily need the John Cena, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton's, Roman Reigns' to hold the belt. Give the big belt to a smaller guy. See if they have the balls to be able to walk around with it and, put on a show for fans. Just because you're a smaller guy or not a top of the card type doesn't mean you're not able to hold the big title. If you can back it up with what you do in the ring and your words that you say on the mic, then you're gold. You're money. You make money for the company. You're gonna be able to be on top for a long time. And with John Cena's career coming to an end, Roman Reigns is going to take his spot, and I'm not looking forward to that. JT, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think about what I just said?
I agree with you. Like, I'm not going to agree with you, I'm not going to disagree with you, and I'm not just saying that because I was paying attention, Kev, and honestly, you make some good points, I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah, give some smaller guys a shot, and honestly, proof of that is Seth Rollins. As personally, here, let me draw your opinion on this question, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me draw your opinion on this question. As a wrestler, now from your point of view,
right?
Like, I get you're a huge Triple H fan. I understand that.
I've always been.
I know, but let me ask you something, and you know the definition of the WWE Champion. It's someone who's fighting every single night.
And bust their ass to get fans on their feet and asses in the seats.
Now, let me ask you this. Everything aside,
Yeah.
Give or take, yes. Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand Lesnar. But here's the thing with Lesnar. Lesnar was a box office attraction.
Yeah, but he had his time, and that was 10 years ago. More than that.
Yeah, I know, but here's my question to you. Lesnar had a moveset every single week where it was like, okay, he's gonna go out there and he'll find something new and he'll get something to trend that'll at least get fans out of their seat and he'll actually keep winning for once. You know what I mean? Now, here's the question, and then I'm saying, Triple H, I understand, one of your favorites of all time.
Uh-huh.
But can I tell you the difference between him and Reigns? The difference between Triple H and Lesnar? Lesnar did compete on Raw once as champion. He did compete on Raw, and when he was on Raw as champion, he didn't back down. He actually fought on Raw. Like, he didn't talk much, but he actually put fists to faces, his boots to asses, however the hell you want to put it. He actually fought. Triple H nowadays, since he's got the title, well, everyone sees where that title is, and you've seen it before as well. That title, well, the title is not around his waist. It's not over his shoulders when he comes out. The only time it is when he wants to show it off. Other than that, if he's coming out to the ring for a segment or something like that, the title, everyone sees it, is in a plexiglass. It's in a glass chamber. Right? It's a glass chamber where no one touches it, no one does anything, like they're hanging it up. Now, keep in mind, this is not the WWE title from 1997 or 1993 or the spinning WWE Championship from 2007, from 2005, 2006 to about 2012, I'm gonna say. Hey, before Rock disbanded it.
Right.
This is the WWE Championship that is currently held by superstars, and to put it in, like, you know what I mean? To put it in in a glass chamber is really saying that I'm not going to be the champion that I'm promising people I'm going to be. It's really saying I'm not going to do anything for you guys, and I don't really give a crap. You know? Oh, it's honestly saying Killer Crone Reigns won. And personally, I wish Brock would have won. You feel sick? Alright, I'll be in a little bit, alright? Just lay down. And that's all I can say right now. Alright, babe? This is my question to you. Now, I know you're not a Reigns fan. I know you're not.
What gave you that idea?
Lucky guess. But let me ask you this. And this is something you told me personally that you respected about Reigns. He actually fought when he's WWE champion. And he actually did put it up most times on Raw. Would you rather have someone like Roman Reigns or like Brock Lesnar, where every time they show up, or every time, or they're competing at least every week, or every time that they're showing up, they're at least fighting? Or would you rather have it where someone like Triple H, who pretty much has the title, but he's not showcasing it, he's not really do anything, Did Lesnar turn heel? Honestly, Killer, to be honest, Lesnar is just Lesnar. People just love him for being the ass kicker that he is. But let me ask you, anyway, back to what I was saying. Or would you rather have someone who is there every week with the title, well, but they're not even showcasing it? They're just, they have the title, but they're not doing anything.
Right.
And they're just, they're just standing there, and pretty much, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. They're being a corporate ass fuck with the title. Well, not defending it, not even being a proper WWE champion, might I add. Give or take, he's like Triple H is a 14-time world champion. But, I mean, they're not even showcasing it, and he's not even going to compete for, 2 months. I mean, what kind of a champion is that?
We gotta remember, he's uncreative. He's dealing with, backstage information that not a lot of people can get access to. And he's the one that basically puts on Raw nowadays, because Stephanie and Shane are no longer, Vince and Shane are no longer in the picture.
Killer Crone, no, Reigns did not turn heel. Well, yet he might. I can't vouch for that when he's gonna turn heel or if he is. But I mean, I understand he's got to deal with the backstage issues and shit. But I mean, no offense, that's still no excuse why you can't compete at least, once or twice. There's no reason you can't compete. I mean, truth of that is, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say Vince McMahon. Back in 1999, he was that WWE champion for that what Triple H does all the time. I miss the storyline. It's the same storyline. I'm from the 2000s. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I hear you, Killer. But here's what I'm getting at. Back when McMahon won the title, when Vinnie Mac won the title,
which was in 1999.
Yeah, he at least. Hear me out. He at least competed. I think it was twice during his title reign.
Maybe 3 times if we're lucky.
Yeah, he competed.
And twice was against Austin.
Bingo. So he's competing. He's not backing down. He's competing. Now, yes, it's the same storyline, but I mean, when Triple H was actually the champion back in 2007, 2010, and back when he was with Evolution and stuff, he was actually competing in matches. He wasn't doing shit.
He wasn't uncreated.
Yeah, he wasn't uncreated.
Kiss ass either.
Yeah, he wasn't a kiss ass or anything. And honestly, you ask me who I think was the cause of this, I really do think it was corporate saying, hey, our COO just won the championship. You need to start respecting us because now we have something that everybody wants. And it's ridiculous. I mean, honestly.
I get where you're coming from. You're passionate about it, which is nice to see out of a fan.
Well, I mean, it's also coming from well, not even that. It's also coming from a sports broadcasting point of view, and it's someone who's actually, and yes, someone who's been a fan for a while, but somebody who's actually taken the time to actually become more involved with this, and actually taking the time out of his day to doing these kind of streams and stuff. Honestly, starting to feel a little bit like Tubby Emu a little bit.
Yeah, I like Tubby.
Yeah, what do you guys? Let me ask you this: come WrestleMania, we know the match. Reigns, Triple H. I want Reigns to win because I want a fighting champion. Kevin, I'm gonna start with you. Who do you want?
You want Reigns to win at Mania, huh?
I want him to win because I want a fighting champion.
Oh boy.
Now, Kevin, let me ask you this. Let me ask you it like this.
Go ahead.
fighting champion? Do you want a fighting champion to win? Someone who's going to be competing every single week on Raw and SmackDown too? Or someone who's going to be taking about what is it? It's like 3 months until Mania from Rumble. Also about like 3 months off. Off not even competing, not even showcasing the belt, what this company is actually about. Which one do you want?
I can't decide.
And same question to you guys. Triple H or Reigns? And that's how I'm going to put it. Fighting champion. Someone who takes 3 months off. Now, let me tell you this. I understand Lesnar. He took like God knows how many months off. But when he actually showed up, he fought. He took the time out of his day to fight.
I have a question for Becky Lynch fan, real quick. By any chance, are you from the same area where Becky Lynch is from?
I think she's actually from the East Coast. I think Becky Lynch fan, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're from Jersey, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong. New Jersey, New York area? But yeah, honestly, you asked me to rate this pay-per-view, I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'll give it a 5.5.
5.5, 6. Alright, I don't know what you guys would rate it. I couldn't find any enjoyment out of this. I really couldn't. But yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. For more content, I will be back tomorrow with a Raw review. Ooh, but for now...
San Jose. Oh, cool.
San Jose?
Nice.
Oh, San Jose, California. Oh, not bad. But yeah, I honestly think that could be, I think that right there, that is probably the perfect way to end it right there. Or with that question. And who do you guys want to win at Mania? Reigns or Triple H? Pretty much the fighting champion or the days off champion. Pretty much. So, yeah, make sure you guys go follow WWE Man on Twitter or add him on Facebook. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, because that's when you guys are going to know that I'm going live, whether it's with a review or whether it's with something else with Madden or basketball or something like that. I'm going to try and get you guys a World Tour or episode soon, so yeah. Other than that, you guys have a great night. And we will see you guys most likely tomorrow. Alright? Later, guys. Let me try that again. Later, guys.
Later.